Yes, my name is Jason Clark. I'm here today to try and we're going to create a disk drive for our virtual computers. We're going to create a disk drive actually for our server 1 on 2020. So we're going to bring up our VMware workstation and we're going to pick our first machine, first server 01. Don't forget, server DC needs to be on anytime we are making any changes about anything. Anyway, go back to server 01. Now we're back. Here, as you can see, I'm at my 2020 server 01 computer. While the machine is off, I need to create my disk drive. Left click on disk drive. Disk drive will light up. You will see add and remove. We want to add a disk drive because that is what we are trying to make. As you will see, the hardware wizard will pop up. Hard disk is already highlighted. Click next. We're creating a new virtual disk because that is what we're going to put into our machine. We're not adding a physical, no externals, and we're not using another virtual hard drive from nowhere else. Either way, creating a new virtual disk drive. Click next. We're going to, in this one, it's still in our disk wizard. It says select a disk type. It's recommended that we get a SCSI, so we will contend with it's recommended. Here we will need to change our maximum disk size to 10 gigs because that's what we are asked to make. We don't need to allocate it right now. We need to be able to split the virtual disk into multiple files, which you will see later on. Save it under this browser, so it'll keep it all together. As you see, it is created, and we are ready to go. Make sure you push OK, not cancel. OK to accept the new hard drive. And as you can see, it is here now. Now we cut our machine on so we can add our new hard drive or format it all and get it all prepared and ready to be used. Alright, now our machine is on, and one of the pop-up windows at the very beginning is the Server Manager 2020 Server 01. Just to let you know what we're in. Everything has already been set up previously. The product, either way. We go to storage. We open up storage and we are looking for disk management. We click on disk management and this will show you our two hard drives. Now to get this one prepared, first thing we do is to right click on disk 1 and bring the drive online. Next thing we have to do is initialize the disk, because right underneath it you would have seen not initialized. Now we need to initialize the disk. The initialize disk window comes up. Just asks us which one we're trying to initialize. Of course, it's disk 1. The following partition styles for the select disk. We are going to pick master boot record, and now it is online and it is allocated and it has been initialized. Now we are going to make a simple volume of 5 gigs out of this disk 1 10 gig hard drive. We will right click on the unallocated part. The menu will come up. You will see that we have the only thing lit up, the new simple volume. We will click on it. The wizard will pop up. We will click next. It will ask us about how much space are we wanting to use. At the moment, the 10,237 is in megabytes. We only need half of that because we need 5 gigs, so we're going to go 5,100 gigs, or 5.1 gigs, excuse me. It asked us to assign a letter, a drive letter. We're going to choose X and click next. Format the partition. We are going to make sure that our file system is NTFS. Our allocation unit size will stay default. We will change the label name to data 1 just so we have a name on it so we can recognize the difference. We will be doing a quick format. Why not the long format on this volume? Because we don't need a long format, we need a short one. We just need it to be done fast. We don't have anything that it needs to check for errors and stuff. That's what the long ones are for. And we're going to click finish. This right here will show you all the things that will happen, you know, what the drive will look like, those 10 or 5 gigs that we are working on. And as you see, it's formatting, it's getting work. 4.98 because we took out 5.1, of course, you know, the rounding and all of so forth, so on. That is why this allocated part is the way it is. There you go. You can see that data 1 is now an X drive. It is 4.98 gigs. NTFS is the system, and it is healthy and primarily partitioned. Now we're going to convert our disk 1 X drive, convert it from a basic disk to a dynamic disk. As you can see right here, disk 1, data 1 is a basic disk. We're going to convert that to a dynamic disk. We will right click on disk 1, and you will see that the only thing pops up is to convert, well, one of many to pop it up is to convert to a dynamic disk, and that is what we want. We want to make sure we're picking disk 1, not disk 2. Disk 1, click, and OK. It will ask us again to make sure that we want to, yes, and we do want to convert disk 1, and bling, second window pops up. This operation is to be selected to convert the files, and yes, we are wanting to do that, just making sure this is really what we wanted to do. Click yes, and as you can see, disk 1 has now turned in, disk 1 data 1 that has been allocated will now turn into a dynamic disk. So that is how you convert from a basic to a dynamic. You just right click on disk 1 and choose the right one that you want to convert over. Now we are going to try to extend this simple volume and add 2 more gigabytes to this. We're going to take 2 gigabytes from our unallocated and put it into our allocated data file. And to do this, we will need to right click on data 1, as you see, and extends will pop up into the box, and that is what we want to do. We are wanting to extend our disk drive. A wizard will pop up. We just click yes. It tells us we have disk 1 selected with this much on it total. How much are we wanting to convert over to the 4.8? Technically we only want half of that, considering we already have, I'm going to go an even 25, I guess I don't have my calculator in my hand, 2500 even, and push enter, and it will see what we picked. This many megabytes, 2.5 gigs or 2500 megabytes will be added to disk 1. We agree, click finished, and as you can see, it is now 2.58 in our unallotted, and data 1 now has 2.42 gigs or 7.42 gigs in it, excuse me. So that is that simple on extending your hard drive or extending your data 1 file. Work on doing the diskpart.exe command. To do this, we have to go to our start menu. We need to go to our command prompt. Here we will, now that we are into our command lines, we can bark in the command of diskpart.exe, enter, and as you can see, our icons have changed and we are now into diskpart command style and off of the user administrative. We have changed our commands, so now we're into a special part. Alright, from here we want to list the volume so we can see what volumes we have. Here you after list volume, you will see the different volumes come up. As you can see, data 1 is in volume 0. So here we will want to select volume 0. Push enter. Volume 0 is the selected volume. Yes, it is. We want to extend the size of our disk 1 because we're going to try to use up the last 2.5 gigs of space that we have. So our extend size equals 2.58 gigs in megabytes is 2580 megabytes. It should be. We push enter. And as you can tell, we have successfully extended the volume. Unfortunately, we left ourselves with 58 megabytes. You can do it again. We're going to work on getting our last 58 megabytes in there. Or yes, 58 megabytes. And now we have completed our disk part. As you can tell on the bottom of the screen, all of it has went into data 1. So now it all is dynamic. It is all back together. So we have successfully used our extends, our disk part extends. And we're going to exit out. And we are back to our administrator command line. We are done. We can exit out altogether. We have actually completed our task, our lab 1. We have now converted our data 1. Thank you for your cooperation, and I will see you guys later.